headliner tonight, yeah? Good being here. One of my good buddies. We also carpooled up together. I'll let him tell you the rest. Give it up for my buddy, Sam Price!
That's some late music. There you go. We got a half a second of the song. I like how when you announced I was the headliner, this guy right here, I was standing over here, so he was like, he just sized me up real quick. He was like, I don't know if I should clap yet. I know what you guys are thinking. 3 Filipinos on the same show? How'd they pull that off? I'm just kidding, guys. I got this jacket from Marshall's. I'm Marshallese. Oh, man. Give it up for the comics you've already seen tonight. My boy Andrew, my boy Kyle. I like when Kyle was talking about Carnival Cruises. I just found out in Mena, Arkansas, I'm white trash. I think Carnival Cruises are fantastic. I would love to go to Jamaica with a Golden Corral. That's dope. We're not from here though, man. We're from Fort Smith. You know, it's a little while away, about an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. Fort Smith is a pretty decent place, you know. It's a little ghetto, let's be honest. It's a little ghetto. You know, Fort Smith is the type of place where you can get your prescription filled from the cashier at the come and go, if you know what I mean. The only time you couldn't do that is like right now, because I'm off tonight. But I work tomorrow, if you're out that way. I was talking about you. I like you already. 78. They own it, man. I'm gonna pick a favorite table at the end of this set. I see your numbers, so y'all better be laughing. You might win something. I don't know. Edric asked me to do this show, and I couldn't decide what to wear, man. I was like, where is it? He said, Mena. I said, let me get my flannel. I was like, what kind of place is it? He was like, it's a coffee shop and a bar. I said, let me put my boots on. He was like, oh yeah, can you be PG-13? Be kind of clean? I was like, I'm wearing all denim. I'm putting denim head to toe. I'm gonna be clean in the mud. You can trust me with your children. Come on, guys. You don't always trust a man in all denim. That's the rule. I grew up in Fort Smith, man. It was interesting growing up in Fort Smith because my dad grew up in Fort Smith, and he's kind of estranged. Like I don't really mess with my dad like that. So growing up in the same city as my dad was like playing a video game. I just watched somebody lose. He lost, not me. Well, I don't know what you guys are on. I'm winning. I'm on level 7 right now. The funny thing about the video game analogy is that like when you grow up, you get the controller and you're like, man, this game can't be that hard. This mug is impossible. Daggum. You can't even kill your bosses in this game. What kind of game don't let you kill the bosses? That's crazy. Pretty sure player 1 is an alcoholic. My game's glitching. I don't know what's going on there. We got bugs. It was interesting growing up. I always thought as a kid, you know, a lot of kids didn't want to play with me. So it kind of gave me self-esteem issues. I grew up thinking I was ugly. And it turns out I was just poor. And that's the same thing, you know? I wouldn't play with me either. I don't know. It's kind of affected me in my adult life though, man. I still have some self-esteem things. Like I'm not good at taking compliments. I don't like when people tell me that I smell good. Just say you need your prescription filled. I know what you mean. I am a pharmacist. I can hook you up. Hit me up at the Come and Go on Dotson. I'll be out there. Dotson. She said Garrison. She know Fort Smith Streets. She be out there for real. That's the downtown. Heck no. I go in at 11. I'm just saying. If you're out there with me. Did y'all see they're renaming Come and Go? I don't have any jokes for this, so I don't want to bring it up. Never mind. They're renaming Come and Go though, but look it up later. Yeah, they're renaming it. They got bought. I don't care. Listen. I'm just about to start giving information. I'm like, yeah, actually, they're a subsidiary of another company. No, that'd be nice though. That'd be nice. That's a way better name than Come and Go. He said lickety split. You better not text your girlfriend that you're about to stop at the lickety split. She's gonna be like, what? You going to where? Sound like a lesbian strip club. Lickety split. All right, that's the only one. That's PG-13, right? All right. He said it. He said lickety split. All right. It was fun growing up in Fort Smith. There's a lot of stuff in Fort Smith, man. You know, we got a lot of Mexicans. It's a lot of Mexicans in Fort Smith. I love Mexicans, man. I grew up with a lot of Mexican friends. I enjoyed hanging out with them. The only time I didn't want to hang out with them is whenever we played wrestling, because they would never let me be any of the Hispanic wrestlers, man. I could never be Rey Mysterio. I couldn't be Eddie Guerrero. They wouldn't even let me be Nacho Libre. I was like, hold on, dude. That's Jack Black. You got Black in the name. I gotta be allowed. They was like, nah, fool, you Booker T. I don't want to be Booker T. What are you talking about? Let me be The Rock. He's half black. It's like, nah, fool, he's Samoan. I see Moana. You're welcome. I was a smart kid, but I did have some dumb thoughts. Like, I used to think that Mexicans came from when black people and white people had babies together. Thought that's how you got that color. No, nobody taught me that, man. I thought they came out speaking Spanish. I didn't know you had to teach them. I was a kid. I don't know. She still thinks that's where they come from. She's like, it is, ain't it? It ain't it? I don't know, man. It was only weird because I had a crush on a white girl. So I spent 8 years thinking that me and Mackenzie were gonna grow up and have full-blooded Mexican babies. I really did. I was like, maybe they can teach me Spanish? That'd be cool. No sé. Didn't happen. I travel around a lot for comedy, man. And I get the same thing anywhere that I go, man. There's always somebody that's like, hey, man, you look familiar. Do I recognize you? And I've kind of started leaning into it. But I like to blame it on this thing that I call generic blackface. I blame it on cartoon animators in the 90s, man. I don't know if the only character models they had were like Flex Washington and Chris Rock. But they all look like me and my dad for some reason. So I kind of go with it, man. I'll be somewhere and somebody be like, hey man, you look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere? And I'm like, yeah. I did 5 seasons on The Proud Family. Oscar Proud, that was me. I'll be honest, I didn't expect Mena to know what The Proud Family was. I am so proud of you guys. That's a great response. Some people don't know me from that though. I'm like, you don't know me from the Proud Family? You might know me from this other big budget motion picture I was in. It's called The Incredibles. Yep, Frozone. That's your boy. Where's my super suit? I need that. They didn't pay us well for that movie. They didn't pay us well at all. They were. You guys love Disney. Let me stop. Some people don't know me from that either. I'm like, you don't know me from either of those things? You might know me from when I got my start out in show business. I did the first 2 seasons as Little Bill on the TV show Little Bill. Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about that one actually. The director was kind of weird. It wasn't all bad. The pudding was tasty. It just made me kind of sleepy afterwards. I was like, is this snack pack? This must be vanilla bean. I've never had it. I had a lot of weird thoughts as a kid, man. I used to think Chuck E. Cheese was racist. And then I grew up to find out it was just my local Chuck E. It was just that guy. I don't know if you guys remember, they used to like dress a guy up in the Chuck E. Cheese costume and he'd get on stage and sing and dance with the animatronic band. Well, one night me and my family came in.
Terrifying.
She said terrifying. I agree, yeah. That's why they took him out, man. That's why they took him out and turned Chucky into a cartoon character. You guys keep making me just spill information that I know that doesn't have a joke on it. Anyway, me and my family went to Chuck E. Cheese one night when I was a kid, and it was Fort Smith, so we were the only black family. And kind of like Mena, you know. And this guy was singing and dancing, but he wasn't singing the words on the screen. As soon as he saw us, he was freestyling. He was like, oh yeah, boys and girls, Chucky's real big into fitness, but Chucky ain't about no monkey business. And I was like, did that rat just call me a monkey? It's my birthday. We hung out though, man. We were poor. We only got one trip to Chuck E. Cheese a year. It was my turn. So we hung out. It got a little weirder though, because there was one point where all the kids got up and we were dancing on the light up stage. And I was dancing by this little white girl, because I wanted Mexican babies. And Chucky comes out again with another freestyle. He sees us. He's like, oh yeah, boys and girls. Chucky treats kids like his brothers, but Chucky don't like mixing colors. He just pushed a little white girl on the ground, man. That dude was wild. He thought about pushing me, and then he seen my mama. He's like... You ever seen a rat fight a black woman? My bad, Mena. You ever seen a black woman? People started clapping. You guys are amazing. That wasn't even the worst part of the party. That wasn't even the worst part. The worst part of the party was at the end, he insisted on bringing out the birthday cake. He's like, you guys are acting like you don't know my songs. I know you know the birthday song. Sing it with me, boys and girls. And a 1, and a 2, and a wading in the water. This man starts singing me slave songs for my 7th birthday. The messed up part is that was the only song we knew. We was like, wait in the water. That's a banger, man. I got a whooping for that. My mama whooped me. She's like, don't be dancing to no Negro spirituals and Chuck E. Cheese. What is wrong with you? Set us back 100 years. She wasn't real happy about it, man. Like, she tried to get the dude fired. She ran up to the manager, told him about everything that had happened. But this was Fort Smith, Arkansas, so he got promoted. Pretty sure that dude runs that Chuck E. Cheese now, man. He got a 401 KKK plan out of it and everything. Turns out racism does have its benefits. I didn't even know. I had a crazy childhood, man. We used to do this thing. When I was a kid, we used to do this thing, me and my siblings, where we would like call characters on TV shows and movies that we thought were cool. Like if I saw Spider-Man or something, I'd be like, ooh, that's me. I'm him. Did you guys ever do that? Yeah. Yeah. It was only weird for me because I grew up with 4 sisters. So we watched a lot of Powerpuff Girls. I just feel kind of strange having to come home as a 13-year-old boy and be like, I'm Buttercup. I'm Buttercup. She's the toughest fighter. Oh man. Could you imagine if we still did that as adults? Like you sitting in a room watching Netflix with your homeboys. Y'all get 10 minutes into the movie, you like, these guys ain't paying attention. I'm John Wick. I'm John Wick. You're the Russian, you're the dog. That's how it works. That's how it works. I called it. There's another part to this joke I can't do. No, everybody saying do it is not paying me, so I ain't gonna go there. I ain't got my check yet. Now, if I had a check, I'd do it. I do love y'all though. Y'all are amazing. This is like, I thought this was gonna be good. This is even better than I thought it was gonna be. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm not ending. I just want to shout you guys out because y'all are amazing. It's fun running around doing this stuff, man. Could you imagine if we called characters watching porn? With your homeboys? Hold on. She started calling out porn stars. She said, yo, Mena is crazy. No one has ever called a porn star in the middle of that joke. That's the first time that's ever happened. Like, well, I know who I would be. I know what I like. It's never, hey, respect. Respect. Can you imagine calling characters watching porn with your homeboys? Movie starts, some big buff sexy dude come knocking on the door. I'm him. Seems a little sus until a lady answers the door and your homeboy goes, I'm her. Come on in, big boy. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm actually going to leave. I'm going to go home. It's so funny, man. We did watch a lot of Powerpuff Girls when I was a kid. I had 4 sisters. We watched a lot of Powerpuff Girls. I liked Powerpuff Girls so much when I was a kid that one year I wanted to dress up as Buttercup for Halloween. Yeah, my mom didn't let me. It was the 90s. She didn't want people thinking I was gay. Let's be honest, she was too late. I got called the F word before I got called the N word. You know how hard that is to do in Arkansas? They see me coming. And then they see me come. All right. Y'all let me do the porn thing. thing. I thought you would be cool. Oh my God. I used to watch a lot of TV. I mean, I still watch a lot of TV. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watch a lot of TV. It's mostly YouTube though. Like I watch TV reruns on YouTube. I watch a lot of Hell's Kitchen. You guys watch Hell's Kitchen? Hell's Kitchen. You said no? Just don't say anything if you don't watch it. She's like, I hate that guy. Nah, I don't watch that one. I don't watch To Catch a Predator. I don't watch Hell's Kitchen. I don't watch Lost. She does watch porn. Her partner said that. The other dude at her table said she watches porn. That's why she called one of them. She started picturing it. She had on the VR headset. I'm Shira. Yeah. Come on in, big boy. Kyle was right. This lady is horny. Daggone. This is the horniest lady in Arkansas. We should have known by the cheetah print. We should have known. Girls that wear animal print is always freaky, man. I don't know if y'all knew that. I'm gonna get off these topics before I get fired in the middle of this set. Y'all trying to get me kicked out of here. I see what we're doing. I'm gonna turn my head this way. I ain't looking at her no more. It's me and you, buddy. You good? Did I deserve your clap yet? You good? All right, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. I did it. I did. He sure didn't want to clap. Y'all didn't see his face. She was like, give it up for your headliner. He's like, this guy? He got on 2 different colored denims. Why would I clap for him? I can tell those didn't come together. You get that at Marshall's? What are you doing? I watch a lot of Hell's Kitchen, man. Hell's Kitchen is a hilarious show to me because it's just a British dude hollering at Americans for 12 episodes. It's just the worst job interview of all time because they end up winning a restaurant or whatever. I just can't wait until it comes full circle and there's a restaurant that he gives to a winner of Hell's Kitchen that ends up on Kitchen Nightmares. This is not why I gave you this place, man. What are you doing here? I think dating terms are getting kind of... I don't have any segues for the rest of these jokes. I just want you guys to know that. We're just going to jump from topic to topic. I'm getting kind of warm too. I'm going to take this jacket off real quick. Hold on 2 seconds. Take a drink for yourself. Shout out to the Ouchitas. Can y'all make sure you tip your bartender? The Ouchitas. I hate going to small towns, bro. People be trying to correct you on how to say the name of their city. Y'all have a population of 412. Don't nobody care what the name of anything in this city is. I went to El Dorado a few weeks ago. They were like, El Dorado! I was like, shut up! Why are you different from the Disney movie? That's the better one. What'd you call it? The Ouchitas? The Ouchitas. That's what I'm gonna call it. The Ouchitas. All right. You saw no parts of my body. He was like, ooh, nice wrists. I think dating terms are getting kind of weird. Dating terms used to be like really interesting. It used to be like official. You know, back in the day, we used to say we were courting women. You know, we were courting. Marriage license or restraining order. You were going to end up in court one way or another. We going to court. And then it went from courting to seeing. In the 80s, they started saying seeing. And then serial killers started popping up everywhere. We were like, how are you seeing these women? Binoculars? You wait until she get off work, you in the parking lot? We moved away from seeing. Nowadays we use talking to signify that we're like trying to initiate a relationship with a woman. We went from courting to seeing to talking. Please don't tell me we're gonna have to start listening to these women. Please do not. It's the natural progression. I don't want to do that. I do like performing in small towns, man. Like, I like performing in towns whose closest thing to a grocery store is Facebook Marketplace. Brenda selling eggs. Please don't tell me y'all sell eggs. This is y'all the most adventurous couple I've ever met. You're like, I'm a farmer. And I'm the mayor. There you go, Mena. Is Seth the mayor? Does everybody know the mayor? You guys know this guy? I do like small town America, man. That's dope. That's dope to like know your mayor on a first name basis. We did a show in Oklahoma one time. I went to Oklahoma and the mayor was like their butcher. He was the town butcher. And I'm not lying to you. This man gave us free beef jerky for doing the show. It was some of the most amazing beef jerky I've ever had. I want to move there. Like, I want that guy to be my mayor. He was amazing. We got t-shirts too. The back of the t-shirt, it was a cow and it says, every butt loves a rub. That's not my joke, that's his joke. I want to credit that. That's a good shirt. That's one of my favorite shirts. I like Facebook Marketplace, man. I get a lot of stuff off of Facebook Marketplace. So I scroll through there pretty frequently. The other day I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace and I seen a picture of a crib with a baby in it. So I had to click on it naturally and I read the description. This person was like, $100 or best offer, baby not included, LOL. So I messaged her and I was like, how much would it be with the baby? She reported me. I can't be on Facebook for the next 30 days. Follow me on Instagram. Oh man. I like kids, man. I do like kids. It's weird to say that as a guy in your 30s. Like, people don't trust you when you say you like kids. I do like kids. I think kids are fun. I think kids are like the funner version of adults. Like they don't have all of the guardrails that we have as we grow up, you know? They're just free. They'll say whatever they want to you. I was at a birthday party the other day with my son. I have a little 8-year-old son. There's a bunch of little 7, 8-year-olds running around. One of these kids runs up to me and he's like, hey man, can I tell you something? And I was like, no. And he said, okay. And walked off. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I wish adults would do that. I wish people would come up and ask for permission to have a conversation with you. I tried this last week, man. There was this guy that was like, hey, I need to talk to you. And I was like, I'm good. And he was like, Arkansas State Police, step out of the car. What the what? What'd you say? Every time. For me or you? Both. I ain't been pulled over in years. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I drive safe out here. I drive safe. They see my jean jacket, they like, he's one of the good ones. He got on a flannel and a jean jacket. He don't want no trouble. He just going to that coffee shop bar down the street. I already know where he going. I read a story not too long ago about there was an officer in NYPD who was trying to catch a suspect who was fleeing on a moped. And he was on foot. And the way that he caught him is he picked up an igloo cooler and he threw it at his head. It's objectively hilarious until you find out that guy died. But I didn't kill him. But I just think that's crazy though, man. Like, that's how we're stopping crime now? Loose ice and Coors Lights? What are we doing? I guess that's what's happened when you defund the police. They just, they gotta find some way to, all right. People think that's crazy for law enforcement. That's not crazy. I read a story the other day about the India Intelligence Agency. They, the other day they released a spy pigeon. They released a pigeon that they thought was a Chinese spy pigeon that they had been holding captive for 8 months. I have so many questions. What made you think it was a spy pigeon? Was it speaking Chinese? What was the pigeon doing? Where you were like, we need to capture this thing. What were y'all doing with the pigeon for 8 months? Were you torturing a bird to see if it would? The messed up part is pigeons are one of the only animals who have a concept of space and time. So that pigeon knew that it was there for 8 months. It was like, why are they keeping me here so long? I want my lawyer. What's going on, man? What was the conversation when you had to let the pigeon go? Boss, the pigeon ain't talking. I think it might just be a bird. I'm gonna be honest with you. It makes sense when you realize that the president of India is a woman. And it usually takes them about 8 months to stop asking questions. I'm gonna leave women alone after that one, I promise. I do love you guys. They said I gotta be clean, you know. We gotta, misogyny is as clean as it gets. I know I'm getting old because I'm starting to pay attention to prescription drug commercials. I'm like, hold on, what did he say? Headaches? I got that. My knee hurt too. They start listing the side effects. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with that. I think it's crazy that, like, I never realized until now that the way that they name drugs is kind of based on what generation is popular. I saw an ad earlier for a prescription drug called Sky Rizzy. That sounds like a Fortnite character. Sky Rizzy? No, it's Sky. I looked it up. I do my research. Don't do that. You don't got plaque psoriasis. You don't know what. You don't know what the medication is called. I like getting old is fun, man. I discovered the secret. All right, lady, you'll get your time later. Who is this? Whose aunt is this? It might be. Y'all are too loud. You got on an animal print? Hold on. What's she wearing?
Not my bra.
Daggum! I gotta be clean, but she can talk about her cheetah print bra? Hold on, brother. That's not fair. Let me see. I'm just kidding. Please pay me. I discovered the secret to living longer lives the other day. It's actually super obvious, and we all should have realized it. It's old people names. Every old person that you know that's like over 80, they have a name that sounds like an old person. You don't know any 45-year-old Gertrudes. You don't know any of those ladies who are 45. They come out at 70 years old. They get a birth certificate and a post-dated death certificate at the same time. You got 20 years, Gertrude. You're gonna be out of here. You're a grandmother, congratulations. Get in there. Come on. I met 22 old white guys named Bill last week. I counted. All of them were over 60. 22 old white guys named Bill. That's a strong name. I've never even met a 30-year-old Zaquantadius. They don't make it that far. Speaking of old people names, did y'all see when Paula Deen got in trouble? Yeah. That was pretty crazy, man. That was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't care about Paula Deen. I will say she makes some fantastic pots and pans. I don't care what you got to say about Paula Deen. Her pots and pans are immaculate. I got a set of pots and pans from Paula Deen as a wedding gift when I got married to a white lady some years back. Yeah, they gave us Paula Deen pots and pans. I was skeptical, but they were amazing. They were great. The problem is we got divorced. I wanted those pots and pans.
Martha Stewart told her all. Martha Stewart
Is
told her what?
Is this a town hall? Like, are these all the citizens of Mena? Did y'all? We all told this was going to be something else. You're like, where's the mayor?
Over there.
Brittany ain't brought me my eggs.
Sure.
In a minute, they're just going to start yelling at each other. They're like, yeah, last week you didn't. All right, man. What happens when you mix coffee and beer? Espresso IPA. Don't nobody have time for this, man. What was I talking about? Paula Deen. Paula Deen got some fantastic pots and pans, man.
With yourself.
I wanted to. I'm about to derail this whole thing. I'm about to. Don't disrespect me by saying we ain't no Matt Rife.
I'm not.
I'm definitely not Matt Rife, man. I'm not at all. I'm not at all. Matt Rife asks about your dreams. I ask about your nightmares. What are you afraid of? Tell me, Brenda. Paula Deen got some good pots and pans. I wanted to keep them when I got divorced. I didn't think it was a good look, I'll be honest with you. A black man living by himself with Paula Deen pots and pans. I went and bought a George Foreman grill. I thought that was... Like, this was for us, all right. Oh, man. I remember one of the funniest moments from my childhood. I remember my dad wasn't around a lot, but whenever he came around, he thought it was important to try and teach us a lesson, you know, because he didn't know when he'd see us again. And when I was 12, I spent a little bit of the summer with him, and he thought it would be a good idea to teach me about Viagra. As if my life wasn't hard enough. I spent the summer with him when I was 12. All throughout the summer, I noticed before my stepmom came home that he was taking these little blue pills. Now, I was a smart kid. I minded my own business, you know. I didn't know what they were for. I thought they were sleeping pills, because they would just go to bed as soon as she got home. I thought they were out. But there came a time where he set me down because he wanted to have a real serious conversation. He's like, son, you may have noticed, throughout the summer, I've been taking these little blue pills. These are called Viagra. Do you know what Viagra is? And I was like, dude, I'm 12. Of course I know what Viagra is. What are we talking about, dog? I was watching one of them infomercials before you walked in here. I had Nickelodeon on last because I'm a gentleman. You're welcome, dog. But he's like, that's kind of weird. I'm like, why are you talking to me about this? It's like, well, I wanted to tell you about this Viagra because I have to take it for a condition that I have called erectile dysfunction. And the type that I have is hereditary. Do you know what that means? And I went, yeah. I'm adopted. That's all you had to say, brother. I don't know why you're coming in here being weird. I don't have that, little Dickie. I don't know why you're... Might want to get out of here. This infomercial's about to go off. It's interesting your dad teaching you stuff, man. Because I have a kid now. I have an 8-year-old son. And I have to teach him things, you know? I have to teach him about a lot of things as he grows up. One of the things in particular that I've been thinking about a lot recently, that I've had to talk to him about, is death. I've had to talk to him about death recently. And I thought about it. It's kind of crazy. The first funeral that I remember going to was for my grandpa, and I was 10 years old. My son is 8, and in the past 3 years, he's gone to 4 different funerals for different family members. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of death for a young child to experience in that short of an amount of time. So this last one, I just wanted to check in with him, man. You know, I just wanted to make sure he was doing good, see how he understood all of it, you know, see how he was thinking about everything. It was for my uncle, and he was fine the whole time. Took him up to the casket. I just kind of explained. I was like, you know, this is how we mourn our dad. Uncle Johnny's passed away, but he's gone on to a better place. And we went and sat down, and he started crying. And I was like, man, this gotta be tearing this kid up. I was like, hey son, I want to let you feel whatever you're gonna feel, but do you have any questions? Is there anything that you would like to know from me? And he went, yeah. Why was he wearing glasses? I turned to the pastor. I was like, why was he wearing glasses? Isn't that supposed to be fixed whenever he... Oh, man. He didn't answer me. That was the same pastor that married me to that white lady. I left that church. I don't know if you can tell. Lady, if you don't stop talking. Are y'all from Mena? Y'all from here?
No.
You are?
No. Transplant.
You went, she said transplant. Where are you from, sir? Little Rock. Hey, yeah. Shout out Little Rock. Y'all don't like Little Rock? Oh. I literally just counted 12 heads shaking vigorously. They were like, Is Little Rock close to here? How close is Little Rock? 2.5 hours? Oh yeah, that's like 4 hours from us. That makes sense. What made you move here? Why'd you move to Mena? Work? Where you work?
I work at Rose Aircraft.
You work at what?
Rose Aircraft.
Rose Aircraft?
Yeah, inspector.
You're a plane inspector. Hey man, you need to get on your job. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard. He said, hey, I'm in Mena. I just do drug cartels. I don't got nothing to do with that. All right. He's like, as long as the plane's got the drugs, we good. I don't check. I had nothing to do with Kobe Bryant. I had nothing to do with that. Man, and where do you work? Leopard Print, Cheetah Print.
Where do I work? Where am I from?
You said you're from Mena. We already got that. But where do you work? What do you do?
I'm a nail technician and esthetician.
A nail technician? I told that by how much you were talking. She's like, you got a girlfriend? She over here following her own nails. She's like, It was either that or nurse. Nurses be talking you to death too. Any nurses in the house? Exactly, the other lady that was talking. The other lady that was talking. I wouldn't lie to you, Mena. I wouldn't lie to you. This has been fantastic, man. I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna leave. But I do want to say thank you guys so much for coming out. We appreciate you. Make sure you tell your friends if you had a great time. Follow me at Sam Price Comedy on all of your things. I do stuff all around the River Valley. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night. She said, I'm gonna beat the traffic. We gonna get out of here. He said he getting off the stage. Let's go. You paid the tab? Let's get out of here. She's like, I'll follow you, whatever. All right, bye. I can't imagine Mena traffic. It's like a tractor or a horse that's just stuck. A horse with a limp ankle in the front of 3 PT Cruisers. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out. I've been Sam Price. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a fantastic night. Give it up for your host, George, one time.
Keep it going, my dude, Sam Price!